Brad just got the four-wheeler unloaded. Car is unloaded. Track's right there, so we're right here coming off the track this time. Last time we were over there where you go on the track. It's a little bit different setup here. It was full over there this time, so we had to park over here. Fine. But guys are getting everything ready. We got a couple things we got to do before we're ready tonight. We got to change the gear. We didn't want to change the gear until later, just because we didn't know if we were going to end up having to go to Talladega because of time, or if we were going to be able to come over here. But thankfully Brad got off at enough time where we could, he came home, showered, changed clothes, and we left. So not in a whole lot of time to spare, but he did get home in enough time. He had to go to work at 6 o'clock this morning, so Chris will probably drive home tonight because he'll be rather exhausted. But anyway, we are ready to go. We got to change the gear and take the roof off because, again, we didn't know if we were going to Talladega or not, so we didn't want to change things and then have to change it back. So we've got to do a couple of small things, nothing big. If we don't go out until after the national anthem for the first time, we're deep in the lineup, so we got plenty of time to do so. But we'll see you guys in just a few minutes. I'll video them taking care of all that work. All right, so you guys are already back to work. Hard at it, getting the roof off of it because they run topless outlaw rules over here, so we can run topless in the limited late model class. We also had a comment asking about running topless. I can't remember exactly what it was, but somebody was asking if it, I think it was made the car. No, honestly, I don't remember what it was. It was a topless outlaw or a topless question. Yes, we do run topless with the Topless Outlaw series and clearly over here at Senoia. Brad feels like taking the top off does tighten him up a little bit, so it makes him a little bit faster. Just to answer that question for everybody, because I know we've had that question a couple of times over the last couple of years. Joel's getting the pop rivets out on that side. Chris is putting the bolts back in on this side.
Take the side seat off.
Are you excited to maybe hopefully get to race here? Last time, if you guys remember, we had spark plug issues. The spark plugs were a little bit too long and were hitting the pistons, so we didn't race in the feature just because we didn't want to mess anything up. And ended up that motor, I think it was a week after, had problems with the header gaskets. Or not header gaskets, head gaskets blowing. So that one is still at windows, getting fixed right here. We'll be running a little bit different motor tonight than what we did last time. Last time we had the dome motor here. This time we've just got our flat top motor that is our Talladega short track motor. But we'll put this motor up against a lot of things. This motor's been good to us. Make good power. And we completely expected it to be warm today, and I think the high over here today is 70. The low is like 40, so, or 50. It's gonna get a little bit chilly later on. It's a little bit chilly right now, so Maggie and me have jackets on. They're gonna go put that in the truck. Meanwhile, with the hot rod looks like now. The roof is off. Alright guys, so you seen them taking the roof off. Now they're changing the rear end gear. Getting everything ready to go. What? Hey guys. Hey guys. Brand new headphones Brad we bought 2 weeks ago have already broke. Thankfully we bought some cheap ones just to get him by in case that happens again. So I guess we'll be contacting those and telling them that those are broke. What do we need to do? So hopefully that's just we just got a bad pair, and that's not how these headphones are. But yeah, hopefully the cheap ones work. We'll see. But anyway, I'll do it for him. He's busy right now. He don't have time. So I told you guys he looked tight. He said it was way too free. He said he just wasn't getting enough weight to the rear end. It just wouldn't go through the corner like he needed it to. It turned in, but he just couldn't get it through the corner like. So they're gonna make some adjustments and see if we can get better for the qualifying. We were a second off in hot lap, so hopefully we can find some speed here and make up some ground in qualifying. But we'll keep you guys tuned along. All right, so the guys now are putting fuel in it, or checking fuel, make sure Brad is making adjustments.
Hey, I know what I'll do for
Hey guys. Hey. You're the cutest baby ever. No. You can't hold the camera. Alright guys, so I can't show you the top secret stuff, but Brad's making some adjustments. We will let you guys know how everything goes from here. I'm sorry we haven't been able to get a word with the driver. He's been extremely busy. You can see right now he's still running. He just doesn't have time to talk, so I apologize about not being able to get an interview. We'll get one at the very end. It's been bang, bang, bang. We're just having to go. But we went from one extreme to the other. We were extremely loose in hot laps, extremely tight in qualifying. So out of 14 cars, we qualified 12th. But you have those nights where you struggle. This is our first time true. We were over here a couple weeks ago, but we had problems in hot laps, so we don't have any idea what this car was going to do in the feature, Brad didn't even get a feel for the track. So realistically, this is our first time here. First time Brad's ever even really got to feel the racetrack. So there's always learning curves. If you know anything about racing, you know that. But we're gonna see what we can do. He's having problems with the transmission. It's not pulling in low gear. Trying to get on the pit lift out there, it wouldn't go. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Pretty positive we still have a spare transmission, thankfully. So we should be okay there if we have to change this one out. But we'll keep you guys along. Like I said, we're 12th out of 14 in qualifying, so we'll start near the back. But we're hoping he can make up some ground here. We went from one extreme to the other, and hopefully we'll hit something in between here. But we appreciate everybody watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Like I said, it's just one of them off nights. You have those. You can't win every single one of them. Alright guys, if you can see what Chris is doing, it's a carburetor. We're going to make a carburetor change. This is the bigger carburetor. We're going to put more smaller carburetor on that we normally run. We were just trying this one out for a couple of weeks, but he's wanting to go back to the old carburetor, which is in there that Chris is getting ready, and Brad is taking off all the fins and everything on this one to get ready to change that out. So far it looks like a carburetor change. Also, I didn't even say anything about gear. Joel is working on changing the gear. We're going to change gear ratio C here and see if we can get a little bit more. Maybe some more straightaway speed. I'm not sure what he's lacking here, what's the reason for the gear change, because like I said, I've gotten as many words with him tonight as you guys have seen. So it hasn't been very many. I apologize for that. Alright guys, so we are fixing to go out for the feature. You can see Chris is out there buttoning up the wheel covers. We will start 12th out of 14. We're just hoping to get some laps, hoping for him to fill out the racetrack and see what we need to do. We plan on coming over here for the Topless race. I'm assuming that's still the case in a couple of weeks. So he just kind of wants to get laps under him and just see what he needs to do for next time. But we've been terrible all night. Terrible all night. But like I said earlier, you're going to have those nights. You can't win them all, unfortunately. We'd love to, but it's just not feasible. So the guys are hard at work, and like I said earlier as well, we are having transmission issues. So we're hoping the driver can get back across the track after the feature, but we will see. It won't pull when it's in low gear. So thankfully we do have a spare transmission at home, so we'll be able to bolt that spare in from where we sold a car and just kept the parts off of it. But we're ready to go. Chris is putting the hood on. Magnolia is asleep. She's had all she can handle for tonight. It's been an exciting night for her. Yeah. It really has been fun though. We've enjoyed it. We've had fun. It is like 9, hold on, give me a second guys. It's only 9:26. That's 9:26 Georgia time. So it's actually only 8:26 our time. And we're fixing to go out for the feature. So you can't ask for much more than that. It takes us about 2.5, 3 hours to get back home. So hopefully we'll finish up here soon and be able to get on the road back home and get home at a decent time. So we're done. Cars out there. Rod's right here. Hey Rod, how'd it feel?
Well, we went from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum. We got our tail handed.
Explain that. What happened?
Well, I couldn't touch the gas in hot laps. So we tried to tighten up. Didn't tighten up enough for qualifying. Feature, we put the other cut. We made a carburetor change
And gear
change, and that was all we changed. And then we was just too tight in the feature. I was picking the front end up off the ground when I would go to get back in the gas, and then I'd have to break my momentum in the center. So basically we got our tail whooped tonight. I mean, we got it handed to us.
We just missed that up all the way around from.
I mean, but it's like I said. I mean, we saw that we was behind the 8 ball, so we was just gonna try to stay out there and make some laps. I mean, that's the first times I've ever made laps on that track, and it's, you know, it's crazy. Everybody compares it to Magnolia, but it's a lot different than Magnolia. I mean, Magnolia's sweeping and you can keep momentum, where right here you gotta go in there and get the car turned and go back the other way. It's not quite as much momentum, but you still gotta have momentum, and that's what we was lacking tonight. We couldn't keep momentum, and so it was different. That's for sure. We'll take it on the chin. No excuses. We'll make us some notes on it, keep up with what happened and everything, and go from there. Got to rebuild a transmission with transmission shot. The bad thing about being on pavement here and going up hills and all that, I guess the clutches went out. I mean, I could smell them burning, and
which if they went out here, they were probably on the edge anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they just wasn't showing any signs before tonight. And my dad was having to push me around in the pits, and once I got out on the track, the car really wouldn't take off to go where I could get in high gear. So was pulling off the track right then, coming up that hill, I was using the clutch pretty hard, and you could smell it burning. So we'll have to take that out and go through it and see what's going on there. But you know, that didn't have no effect on the car. I mean, once you get in high gear, you're not using the clutches. So it was just handling tonight, and driver really not knowing what to expect. Is what it is. We'll take it, move on, learn from it, keep notes on it. We'll know for next time.
Go to Talladega next week.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's our plan.
Yep.
That was our plan. So
yep.
We'll be at Talladega next week. And
yeah, it was either Senoia this week or Talladega this week, and then vice versa next. So next Talladega will be next week.
And then Boyd's the following week, and then we're supposed to be back here for a Topless Outlaw race, but
yeah.
I mean, we got our tail kicked tonight, and you're not gonna get no better until you do come run here. So we may make it another normal show before we come over here for a race like that. So I don't know, we'll see.
It's just too much money to throw in and not make sure.
I mean, it costed $160 in diesel fuel just to get over. So we'll just have to take that by the week and see how it goes from here. But
yeah.
We'll make those plans after these next couple of weeks.
So clearly, it's a good thing we're going to Talladega this week, as that is our home track, and that's where we're most comfortable. That's where the driver's most confident. So we'll be headed to Talladega short track next Saturday night. So you guys make plans to be there. It should be a pretty good show. It's just regular. I think it's just a regular show. It's no special events that I'm aware of, or not for us anyway. So you guys make plans to be there, and we will catch you guys in the shop this week. Looks like we've got a lot of work to do because we just missed it tonight. So you have those nights, and it is what it is, like he said. But we appreciate everybody watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We will catch you guys soon.